Welcome everyone. Today is about vision, patience, and the power of small things that quietly carry extraordinary stories, reminding us that history often hides its greatest surprises in plain sight. Let's get started. In a world where value is often measured by size or shine, there are moments when something simple rises above expectations and captures the imagination of collectors and dreamers alike. Now let's turn to 3-coin historic treasure. Just 3-coin, not a collection and not a batch, but one original UK1 BigPenny dated 1944, a British coin that stands as a symbol of endurance, survival, and legacy. This OnePenny was created in 1944 during the heart of the Second World War, when Britain was under immense pressure and every material resource mattered, making each coin struck in that era deeply meaningful. The reason this penny was made was simple yet powerful: to keep the economy moving during wartime, allowing daily trade to continue even as the nation focused on survival and rebuilding hope. Struck mainly in bronze, the 1944 British penny carries the classic portrait of King George VI, representing stability and leadership at a time when the future was uncertain. What makes this single coin so valuable today is its wartime origin, its age, and the historical weight it carries, combined with the growing global demand for genuine World War-era British coins. Collectors around the world actively search for this exact date because 1944 pennies represent a turning point in history, the moment when the war's outcome was beginning to shift. This is not just metal, this is a physical witness to history, handled by people who lived through air raids, rationing, and resilience, which dramatically increases its desirability. High-grade examples of the 1944 UK penny, especially those with sharp details, clean surfaces, or rare striking characteristics, are considered premium collectibles in the international market. Some exceptional specimens, particularly those preserved carefully or showing unique mint characteristics, have reached impressive prices at private sales and collector negotiations. The maximum value of a top-quality 1944 British BigPenny can reach as high as $12,000 when condition, rarity appeal, and collector demand align perfectly. That potential value is driven by scarcity in top condition, strong historical storytelling, and the emotional connection collectors feel toward wartime artifacts. This one coin has the power to transform from everyday currency into a serious long-term asset, especially as interest in World War history continues to grow worldwide. Many seasoned collectors believe that holding onto a well-preserved 1944 penny is like holding a silent investment that matures with time and historical appreciation. The beauty of this coin lies in its simplicity. A humble penny that survived one of the most challenging periods in human history and emerged as a symbol of strength. If you own this single 1944 UK penny, you are not just holding a coin, you are holding a piece of Britain's wartime soul and a story that cannot be recreated. As years pass and fewer high-quality examples remain available, the attraction and competitive demand for this coin continue to rise steadily. This is why collectors, investors, and history lovers alike see the 1944 British BigPenny as a powerful and valuable treasure worth preserving. So remember, sometimes the smallest object can carry the biggest legacy, and this one penny proves that true value is born from history, survival, and time. Next coin, this is the 1945 British OnePenny coin, often called the Big Penny or the pre-decimal penny. This is not just a piece of change. This is a monumental piece of 20th century history cast in bronze. Its story, its symbolism, and its soaring potential make it one of the most compelling coins for any collector to own right now. We are going to dive deep into why this specific coin is a treasure poised for significant financial appreciation. To understand its future value, you must first grasp its powerful past. The year 1945 stands alone in human history. This coin was struck in the year of Allied victory, the year the Second World War finally came to a close. Every single one of these pennies left the Royal Mint bearing the weight of that moment. It is a tangible relic of triumph and relief. This coin circulated as Britain began the immense task of rebuilding. It was in the pockets of soldiers returning home, used to buy the first goods of a peacetime economy, and saved in the tins of families who had endured the Blitz. The history it represents is not vague, it is direct and profoundly emotional. That intrinsic historical narrative is the bedrock of its everlasting value. Now let's talk about its design, a masterpiece by Percy Metcalfe. On the obverse you see the classic and proud portrait of King George VI, a monarch who led his nation through its darkest hour. The reverse features the enduring image of Britannia seated beside a lion, a symbol of strength and resilience that resonated incredibly deeply in 1945. This design is the last of its kind for the penny. Critically, the 1945 penny is a key date. It marks the very end of an era. Soon after, the composition would change and the classic Britannia design would vanish. This makes the 1945 issue the final chapter of a centuries-old story, a terminus point that collectors passionately seek out. Coins that close a historic chapter always command premium attention. You must understand the condition spectrum. A worn, circulated 1945 penny is common and holds modest value as a historical artifact, perhaps a few dollars. But the true investment potential lies in superior grades. We are talking about coins graded extremely fine, uncirculated, and especially those with full original mint red luster. A 1945 penny in uncirculated condition with its original copper glow still vibrant is a genuinely scarce object. Most pennies were used heavily. Those that survived without a single scratch or tunning are rare survivors. In the world of collectibles, scarcity and high grade is the ultimate driver of value. This is where your maximum potential lies. So, what is the current value? A typical circulated example sells for a few dollars, but an uncirculated example can command between $100 and $250 easily in today's market. However, that is just the foundation. The maximum prices are achieved by coins with exceptional quality and provenance. The absolute peak value for a 1945 penny is realized by those graded at the top tiers by professional services like PCGS or NGC. A coin graded MS65 red or higher is a museum-quality piece. We have seen such specimens break auction records. The maximum value for a flawless 1945 penny in its original red state can reach into the high hundreds, even approaching $1,000 for the finest known examples. Why will this value go higher? The demand for 20th century British history is global and growing. As new collectors enter the market, they seek anchors, coins with undeniable historical importance. The 1945 penny is a perfect, affordable entry into high-grade numismatics with a story that transcends borders. This rising demand pressures a fixed, diminishing supply. Furthermore, the narrative of World War II collectibles only strengthens with time. As generations pass, coins like this become the primary physical connectors to that pivotal era. They are not merely metal, they are memorials. This emotional investment translates directly into financial investment, creating a market that is resilient and aspirational. Consider the trajectory of other key-date modern coins. Those which combine historical significance, condition rarity, and strong design have shown consistent, often explosive, growth over decades. The 1945 penny sits squarely in this category. It is not a speculative fad, it is a solid piece of numismatic real estate. For the savvy collector or investor, acquiring a 1945 penny in the best condition you can afford is a strategic move. Target coins certified by major grading services to guarantee authenticity and quality. Look for that original red color. Even a step below the finest can be a fantastic holding with excellent growth potential. This coin represents more than a monetary figure. It represents the final penny of the war, a symbol of a world reset. Owning one is to hold a piece of that turning point in history. That profound context is what guarantees its status, and its value will never fade. It is a piece of art, history, and legacy all in one. The market for high-grade British coins is particularly strong in the United Kingdom, North America, and Asia. This international appeal provides a stable and diverse buyer base, ensuring liquidity and competitive bidding when a superior example comes to auction. Your asset has a worldwide audience. Do not underestimate the power of the series. Collectors of British coinage often seek complete sets, from the Victorian era through to decimalization. Every single set requires a 1945 penny. This constant, built-in demand from series collectors creates a permanent floor under the value and a steady upward pressure on prices for nice specimens. Imagine the potential in another 10 or 20 years. As the supply of superb examples remains absolutely fixed, the number of collectors continues to expand. The laws of economics are clear on what happens next. The coin you acquire today could be the centerpiece of a collection tomorrow and a surprisingly valuable asset. This is not just about waiting for appreciation. It is about the pride of ownership now. Displaying a brilliant, uncirculated 1945 penny is a conversation starter, a piece of history you can literally hold in your hand. It provides a tangible link to the greatest generation and their defining moment of victory. The 1945 British penny is at a crossroads of past significance and future demand. Its current value for high-grade examples is strong, but its maximum potential is far from realized. For the discerning individual, it represents a unique opportunity to own a legendary piece of the past that is destined to become even more legendary in its valuation. Secure your piece of history today, and watch as its legacy and its value grow together. This coin is not just valuable, it is a future classic. Second coin, the 1948 UK OnePenny British coin, stands as a powerful symbol of post-war Britain and a piece that serious collectors actively search for across the world. Minted in 1948, this large bronze penny carries the portrait of King George VI, a monarch whose reign is closely tied to recovery, strength, and rebuilding after World War II. This coin was struck at a time when Britain was reshaping its economy, and everyday coins like this penny played a crucial role in restoring normal life for millions of people. Collectors are strongly attracted to the 1948 penny because it belongs to a short and historically intense period when materials, minting priorities, and national morale were all changing. Demand for this coin continues to grow as more collectors focus on post-war British coinage, making it one of the most watched pennies of the George VI era. Thousands of collectors worldwide are actively looking to buy this coin, including investors, history lovers, and those completing high-value penny collections. The large size and classic bronze composition give the 1948 penny a strong visual presence, making it especially desirable for display and long-term holding. Its design represents the final traditional style of British pennies before major monetary changes reshaped the UK currency system. The reverse design with Britannia holding her trident symbolizes resilience, power, and Britain's determination to stand strong after the war years. Because this coin circulated during a period of limited production focus, well-preserved examples are especially prized by buyers. Current market interest places the 1948 UK penny in a strong value position, with collector demand pushing prices steadily upward. High-grade and sharply detailed examples are capable of reaching impressive prices in private sales and auctions. The maximum price for an exceptional 1948 UK penny can rise as high as $2,500 when condition, color, and surface quality align perfectly. Coins with original luster, minimal wear, and strong detail are the ones that attract premium offers from serious buyers. Many collectors believe this penny has strong future potential because post-war coins are becoming harder to find in top condition. The historical background of this coin adds emotional value, as it represents a nation moving forward after hardship. This emotional connection often motivates buyers to pay higher prices, especially when the coin tells a clear historical story. The 1948 penny was built not just as currency, but as a symbol of stability during a critical time in British history. As older collections are locked away and fewer coins enter the market, competition among buyers continues to increase. This growing competition is exactly what drives prices higher over time and strengthens the coin's investment appeal. For collectors who understand history and rarity combined, the 1948 UK OnePenny is seen as a smart and meaningful acquisition. Holding this coin today means owning a physical piece of Britain's recovery era with rising collector demand. As interest in classic British pennies continues to surge, the 1948 issue remains one of the most talked about and confidently valued coins in its category. This penny was built to serve daily trade, but over time it transformed into a collectible treasure because of its strong historical connection and classic design. The portrait of King George VI on the obverse represents leadership and stability, while the reverse design of Britannia reflects national pride and resilience. Collectors across the UK, Europe, Asia, and America actively search for this coin, creating strong global demand in the collector's market. Thousands of buyers are interested in owning the 1948 penny, especially those who focus on post-war British coinage and traditional large-size pennies. Its solid bronze composition and bold details give it a timeless appearance that attracts both new and advanced collectors. Current market value for the 1948 UK OnePenny continues to show strength, supported by consistent buyer interest. Well-preserved examples already sell for impressive amounts, and premium condition coins attract even higher attention. The maximum price for a top-quality 1948 penny can reach up to $2,500 when condition, surface quality, and originality are exceptional. Coins with clean fields, strong lettering, and natural color are the ones collectors compete for most. Many experts believe this coin has strong future potential as fewer high-grade pieces remain available. This penny is valuable not only for its price, but for the story it tells about Britain's recovery and determination. Each year, demand increases as collectors realize how important post-war issues truly are. Owning the 1948 UK OnePenny means holding a lasting piece of British history with growing collector confidence.